Hey, everyone. Hey. It is time for 100 Days of Purpose, and I am so honored to be with you today. Um, Today's topic is graced for this. Graced for this. I think many times we get into a situation where we feel that we are in over our heads, that it's not going to work out. It's not going to, our dream is bigger than we can handle. And one thing, and I can't remember who said it, who I heard it from for the first time, but I've heard several people say it. Um, and the more I hear it, the more I tend to understand it more. And it simply says this, that God doesn't give you a dream you can handle. And I think that if we always want it to be something that we can, it's we always want it to be something that we can handle, right? We always want it to be something that, oh, I can dream this and then I can make it happen within my own right. I can dream this and I can have the game plan and the strategy and the techniques and the skills and all of that already wrapped and packaged real nice and neatly. So when I go out, I can just present it and everything's going to go the way that I thought it was going to go. Everything is going to happen the way that it should happen. I'm not going to um, have any hiccups. There's going to be a taxi cab outside waiting with the motor running full of gas to take me anywhere that I want to go. And then the reality happens and you get into it and you realize that you need more people. You need, you don't have all the skill sets that you need. There are some things that you need to hire other people or find another person to do. And so you find yourself having to rely on people and you find yourself having to um, try to figure it out. You're trying to figure it out as you're going through. Thank you all for watching. I see you popping in and I appreciate you all. You're trying to figure it out and you're trying to work it through and nothing seems to be happening and nothing seems to be going your way. But why would he give you a dream that you can make happen? I think that he gives us things that seem impossible to show us I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. He gives us these big dreams that take us beyond where we are today, take us beyond what's happening in our lives today. Um, I remember I watched a movie a few years ago, and it was called Homeless to Harvard or something like that. And it was about a lady who was homeless, but she desired to go to Harvard. And so she went to school, she did everything that she could, and she applied to Harvard and she got in, but she was homeless. She didn't know how she was going to pay for it. She didn't know any of that. But she did not give up on her dream because it seemed impossible. She didn't give up on her dream because nobody else had did it. I don't know any other homeless person that has gone to Harvard. I don't know any other homeless person that has gone, you know, from that position. Now, I know homeless people that have a degree or things of that nature. They had a good life and then something happened. I know that. But I don't know anyone that was struggling in out there that have gone to Harvard, Stanford, or any of the colleges or have had picked themselves up by the bootstraps. But if you have a dream, sometimes your dream, actually all the time, your dream should be something that makes you go, I don't know how this is going to happen. But then that brings me back to my title. That brings me back to what we're talking about today. That brings me back to the topic. You are graced for this. There is nobody else that can make this happen but you. There is nobody else that can do the things that you do. There's nobody else that can go the places that you can go. There's nobody else that can touch the lives that you can touch. There's nobody else that can give the message like you can give the message. So even though it comes out of the mess, even though it comes out of distress, even though it comes out of a situation that you feel you shouldn't have lived through or you shouldn't have gone through, the reason you had to live through it, the reason you had to go through it, the reason you had to be what you are and do what you're doing is because nobody else could have done it. Because you were graced for this. I said it before. I don't think I could have gone through what Job went through and not come out like Job came out. Now I would have came out, but yeah, y'all would have been like, yeah, that girl bitter and evil and mean. She just ornery as she want to be. Yeah, it's because she went through that thing a few years ago. That's how y'all would have been talking about Job. It wouldn't have been what it is. Double for your trouble. All the sermons we get because of Job. It wouldn't have been that. Y'all would have been like, look, here's a cautionary tale. But I wasn't graced for it. Job was. Mispa. I think that's how you say her name. I wasn't graced for her tragedy. She lost her sons and then she stayed out there so the birds wouldn't eat their dead bodies until she could get somebody to bury her son. She was out there months. They were stinking. Yeah, no. Linda couldn't do it. Linda couldn't do it. But she was graced for that. She was graced for that. There's things that I don't think that I could go through. But if I'm graced for it, if I'm put in a situation where I'm graced for it, then I can do like my shirt says, and I can be me, right? Be you. The world will adjust. Then I can show up and be like, look, let's get it done. Let's make it happen because I don't know how it's going to happen, but I just know that I have. Sorry about this. My water came up. Give me a second. Give me a second so I can get back up here. Sorry about this. Destined to be. Y'all just give me 1 second. I don't know why my water thing always messes up my little lives. Y'all just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to get my timeline back on point. Hallelujah. Give me 1 second. I'm almost there. Today's topic. Okay. And I guess it would help if I could spell. I must be saying something good because that old slewfoot, he be doing stuff. I ain't even preaching. I can see if I was preaching, teaching, doing something that's wrecking his kingdom. But I guess I am wrecking his kingdom, so I guess he rightly. I guess he right. All right, let's get back on here live. Here I am. I'm back. Okay, so So what I was saying is that we are graced for it. And because I'm graced for it, I can do some things that I never thought I could do. I can go some places I never thought I would go. I can achieve some heights that I never thought I could achieve. And in the time of desolation, in the time of desert land, in the time that I'm going through the wasteland, the Bible says it this way: yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So guess what? I get to be who God says that I am, and I get to not be afraid to take a step. I get to not be afraid to get and do something different and show up in a way that maybe somebody else before me hasn't shown up. I'm pretty sure that lady who was homeless, and I wish I would have remembered her name, but I don't. I'm sure when she was homeless, if she told people one day I'm going to be a Harvard graduate, they looked at her and was like, that ain't gonna happen. Not in your current situation. And some of you, you're in a situation and you keep telling people, you keep sharing people with people where you want to go and what you want to do, and they look at you and they're like, not in your current situation, and they're telling you the truth. It's not going to happen in your current situation. You're going to have to shake something up. You're going to have to do something a little bit different. You're going to have to think a little bit different. You're going to have to move to the left and move to the right. You're going to have to dodge some bullets. You're going to have to get out there and not be afraid to be talked about, to be laughed at, to be people that come up to you and say, you know what, you did good, but let me take it from here. You know what, I see where you're trying to go with this, but if I was you, because you know we do that. I mean, there's time when people come to me and they ask, I will, oh, if I was you, and then I have to catch myself because I'm not them. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know how they have been graced for this season, but I do know this, that in this season there is a grace. In this season you have potential. In this season of your life, and I'm not just talking about COVID. I'm not just talking about the virus that's going on. I'm talking about even before the virus, even before all of this madness started happening. There was something tugging on your heart. There was something pulling you. There was something that was keeping you up at night. There was something that you were dreaming about. There was something you were journaling about. There was something that was making you say, there's more to life than what I'm experiencing. There's more to this. I don't know what it is. I just know that I can't stay here. And I'm not sure how to get myself to the other side. But I heard the command, go to the other side. I heard that there's something over there. And if I can just find a way, if I can just get the strategy, if I can just get the tactics and the skills and get the support that I need, not someone who's willing to put me down, not someone who's willing to step on my neck, not someone who's willing to take the credit, but someone that's going to say, you know what? You do you and I'm going to do me, and together we're going to shine. Together we're going to be. Together we're going to exist, because I understand that you have potential and I have potential, and neither one uh, uh, subtracts from the other. There's enough room in this world for the both of us. There's enough room in this world for me to do what I've been graced for, and for you to do what you've been graced for. And even if it's similar, there's still enough room for us to do similar things. Because look at all the fast food places. There's McDonald's, and then there's Carl's Jr., and then there's Jack in the Box, and there's Kentucky Fried Chicken, and there's Turkey's Chicken, and there's Popeye's Chicken, and there's all of these places. They do exactly the same thing, but they put their spin on it. The Burger King got the Whopper. McDonald's got the Big Mac. Wendy's has, I don't know, because I don't go to Wendy's. What Wendy's got? They got their chili. Yeah, they got their chili. I get their chili now. Wendy's got the chili. Chick-fil-A knows how to make chicken anyway. They should hire me because I can get them some customers. Right? Chick-fil-A can do chicken anyway. Popeyes got the whole Cajun Southern thing going, right? The Louisiana style. And when I want Popeyes, I want Popeyes. I can't go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and be satisfied. So there are people, what I'm saying is there are people out there that are gifted and graced to do certain things that I need you to step up to the plate to do it, because I may want Popeye's chicken and you are bringing the Popeye's chicken and nobody else is bringing it. So guess who I'm going to come to be satisfied? Guess who I'm going to come to be helped? I'm going to go to you because you got what I need. Now, when I want Kentucky Fried Chicken, I want the finger licking good, the 11 herbs and spices, then I'm going to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Because then Popeyes can't help me. Y'all know how when y'all got a taste for something and you can't get it, or maybe you go and it's shut down, so you's like, well, let me get this, and you get that and it just don't taste good, even though you know it's good. It just doesn't taste good because it's not what you want. There are people out there that are good doing what they do, but it's not you. And even though you're saying, well, I can't get out there and do it like they do it, you don't have to get out there and do it like they do it. You need to get out there and do it the way you want to do it. Because McDonald's and Burger King and Jack in the Box and Carl's Jr. and what else? Wendy's, they all have clients. I know people that love Wendy's. They don't go to McDonald's. They don't go to Burger King. They don't go to Jack in the Box. They go to Wendy's. I know people that love Jack in the Box. They don't go to any of the others. They go to Jack in the Box. I know people that love Chick-fil-A. They go to Chick-fil-A. They don't go anywhere else. But where are the people that are assigned to you? Where are they going? If you are not doing what it is that you're supposed to do, if you're not making the shift in your life that you need to make in your life so that you can show up bright, so that you can live a life of purpose, strategically, intentionally, on purpose, where are the people getting what they need? Or are they having to settle for what's out there? But they're not satisfied because what they need can only come from you, and you won't do it. You're too afraid to step out, or you think you're doing it, but you're not doing it to the full capacity because there's people waiting on you. They're on A Street, you're on B Street. They hear the ice cream man, but he's not close enough so they can get some ice cream. You understand what I'm trying to say? Is it making sense to you? Is it resonating with you? Because I know that you have dreams, and I know that those dreams seem impossible. I know that it feels that you can't get it done. You don't have the resources. You don't have the skill set. You don't have everything that you need, and you keep waiting for every duck to line up. You keep waiting for everything to be okay. And guess what? If you wait, you're never going to get started. You're never going to do. You're always going to be waiting for that next thing. You're always going to be waiting for just a little more. You're always going to be waiting for, maybe this is not the season. Maybe it's not this year. Maybe it's next year. But next year, this year, it was next year. You said, you know what? I'm going to do it next year. Now you're in next year, and what are you saying? I'm going to do it next year. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what happens. Now the coronavirus hit. I don't know. Maybe let me just hold on. I talked about this yesterday. Let me just hold on to what I have, because I don't know how long it's gonna be here, and I don't know how long we're gonna be all settled, and I can't get involved in something else. But this is the time to set yourself up so when you walk out, you got something. This is the time to start making strategy. This is the time to start looking at stuff and analyzing it and getting it together and launching. If it's a business that you're supposed to launch, this is the time to launch it, because people are at home and they don't have nothing to do. And guess what? They're looking for something to do. And you may have the very thing that they need. But you're waiting until COVID goes away. You're waiting until you get enough capital. You're waiting until somebody believes in you. You're waiting until someone pats you on the back. You're waiting until someone says, "Oh, can you please do it because we don't really have nobody else." "Oh, can you please do it because we don't have nobody else." But the people are not doing that. They're not coming to you. They're not saying that. Why? Because they're out there trying to find what they're looking for, but you got it right here. They pass your house on a daily basis. They pass your job on a daily basis. They pass by you in the supermarket. They pass by you at the laundromat. They pass by you walking down the street. They pass by you in the mall. They pass by you at church. People all around you, they're looking for you. It doesn't have to be a business. Don't let that deter you from it, because it might not be a business. It might be a ministry. It might not even be a ministry. It just might be what you do. Maybe there's no compensation attached to it at all. What is your purpose? Do you know? Do you know why you're really here? Do you like your life? Are you embracing it? Because if you can't give a definitive yes, if you can't give a definitive yes, yes, I love my life. Yes, I love what I'm doing. Yes, I'm doing purpose. I know if that makes you, if you listen to me do these 100 days of purpose and you be like, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't passionate like that. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know. I've been so hard so many times in life. I don't know if I'll throw in the towel. You know, I feel you though. I feel you. You do you. If that is the way you talking, you know you're not accomplishing what you need to accomplish in life. You're not showing up the way you need to show up. You're not doing what you need to do. And there are people suffering because the people that you are supposed to serve aren't being served. And you have someone that's out there trying to do it. And they're frustrated because they're supposed to be a pool cleaner, but they're out there trying to cook chili. They're supposed to be a homeschooling mom, but they're the executive of a 500 Fortune 500 company, because they're trying to do what you were graced to do. And because nobody would step up to the plate, and they had a little bit of skill set, and they had a little bit of tenacity, they got the position. They're doing it. And you're sitting there saying, "Oh, well, now they're doing it, so I guess I'm not needed." You are needed, because that's not what they were graced for. They might be good at it, but it's not what they were graced for. Because see, when you have a grace on your life, when you are graced to do something, you don't throw in the towel. You don't give up on it so easily. You don't switch it up and change it up, because that thing becomes who you are. It becomes who you are. It becomes what people expect of you. You tired of people downplaying you and making you feel less than, and find your purpose. Because what I found out is that when you know what your purpose is, when you know why you exist and why you're here on earth, you don't care what people think. You don't care if they like you. You don't care if they support you. You don't care if, and it's not, I'm not saying you're flippant about it. What I'm saying is that you understand, look, this is what I'm supposed to do. So, like it or not, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like me or not, I'm the one that got the medicine for you. Like me or not, I'm the one that got the answer for you. Like me or not, I'm the one that can take you through this situation so you can come out on the other side and be okay. Like me or not, you need me. My God, today. Like it or not, you need me because I'm showing up and I got solutions. I'm showing up and I got the thing, the tactic, the skill set, the thing that you need, the thing that you've been lacking. I have it. Now, I'm not talking about Linda. I'm saying I need you to recognize that you have it on the inside of you. There are people waiting on you to come alive. There are people waiting on you to step up to the plate and take a swing because you're about to knock it out of the park. But you're afraid. You're afraid to start that business. You're afraid to preach that sermon. You're afraid to sing the song. You're afraid to get the job. You're afraid to go back to school. You're afraid to start the family. You're afraid to get married. You're afraid to get a divorce. You're afraid, you're afraid, you're afraid, you're fearful, you're fearful, you're fearful, you're fearful, and you're walking your life out. And the time that you have, you're walking it out like you're like a man walking on the plank. You're walking it out like dead men walking. And not only are you destroying you, but you're destroying those relying on you. Maybe the reason why you feel no one loves you, you feel no one likes you, you feel nobody is um, celebrating you is because you're in the wrong field. Have you ever been in a situation where you thought you were supposed to be somewhere and you thought you were in, this is the house, this is where I'm supposed to be, and people looking at you like, who are you? And then someone finally comes up and says, so who are you related to? Who's your friend? And you're like, oh, I'm here to see Steven. And they're like, there's no Steven here. And well, is this 147 Clueless Street? Mm-mm. This is 714 Maximum Street. I'm in the wrong place. So it wasn't that they were being mean to you. It wasn't that they were being nasty to you. It wasn't that they didn't like you. You were just in the wrong place. Many of us are living our life that way. We're in the wrong place. We're doing the wrong thing. And we keep pushing it and forcing it and trying to make it work. And you're like, oh no, this is the house. I remember growing up here, we used to play over somewhere over there. You know how you do when you think you're right. And so you're gonna make it be right. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make it right. We used to play somewhere over there. Y'all change the house. Somebody paint it. You know what you do. Because I'm going to be right in this situation because I just didn't go drive 20 minutes out of my way. You can't be telling me I just drove 20 minutes out of my way. I'm going to make this work. It's getting ready to work up in here. Look. This my household. This the house I grew up in. Y'all just somebody remodeled it, right? But you're in the wrong place. And so you can't be celebrated because the people that you're around don't know you. I just had an epiphany right there. The people that are around you don't know you. They can't celebrate you because they don't know you. You're not a part of their tribe. You're not a part of their clique. You're not a part of anything. It's not that they hate you. They don't know you. You're a stranger. Well, Linda, I grew up with these people. I know. But you're still a stranger because the people that you are assigned to are on Clueless Street waiting for you because they're clueless. And you over here with the people that are maximizing because you wanted to hang out with them because they look like they got it going on. But the people that need you so they can have it going on are on Clueless Street. And they're over there clueless and waiting for you to show up with a solution, waiting for you to show up with an answer. Let's go back to my demonstration. God said, someone prayed and asked God for water. God said, Linda, come forth. Linda comes forth and she has water on the inside of her. She knows how to get to the water. She knows how to make sure the water is good. She knows how to chill the water. She knows how to do everything water. I didn't have to learn it. I didn't have to go to school for it. It just comes up in me. And then I get with people that enhance it by giving me a little bit of knowledge, by giving me a little bit of skill, by showing me how to juggle it around and how to make different types of water and different colored water and all of this stuff. So now I take it to the next level, but I'm still not trying to do what it is because I see the person over there bringing the orange slices and they getting everybody patting them on the back and making them feel good. And I'm over here with the water and people are like, oh, that's cute. That's nice. Yeah. Woo woo. But now I want to get that same attention that the orange slice person is getting. So I turn my water in and I get orange slices and I start handing out the orange slices and people pat me on the back for a little bit, but then they be like, well, her orange slices taste better than yours. Because I don't know nothing about oranges. I was the water woman. Why am I trying to deal with oranges? And so now I'm going to school and I'm trying to learn how to be a better orange connoisseur or whatever it is. I'm trying to learn how to get the oranges and slice the oranges and dice the oranges and what can I do with oranges? But that's not what I was gifted for. That's not what I'm supposed to do. That's not what I was graced for. I was graced for the water. The water came natural. I gotta work. I gotta work to make the oranges work for me. And then I start to struggle, right? And so now I don't want to do the oranges no more. So I move over to the apples. And now I don't want to do the apples because it's work too. It's just as much work as the oranges was. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go over here and get the watermelon. Because watermelon is close to water, right? It got the word water in it anyway. So here, look. Now I can do the water and I can do the watermelon and the stuff I used to do with the water. I'm going to do with the watermelon because it's mostly water anyway. But it's still not what I'm graced for. So that's still work. Because what I'm graced for, not so much that it comes naturally to me, but it's something that puts me at ease. And I can do it. I can struggle through it if I have to, because it is something that is in me. It is me. It's who I am. It's what I do. I bring the water. And if I can just understand that and I can get it, then I can leave the watermelon alone. I can leave the apples alone. I can leave the oranges alone. I can let those people do what they do. Because when I embrace the water and embrace what I know and embrace what I'm doing with the water, and I start doing that, there's going to be people that are going to come up to you and they're going to say, man, I've been looking for you all my life. I've been looking for you all my life. Where have you been? I was over here struggling. I was over here hurting. I was praying. I was asking God to send me the solution. Where have you been? As a matter of fact, let me take you over here to this house. Let's go to the brown house because they've been waiting on you too. And when you finish the brown house, go to the greenhouse. Then go around the corner and hit the White House. You done found the people that will celebrate you. You done found the people that will pat you on the back. You done found the people that want to hear what you have to say, want to hear your message. You done found the person that's going to resonate with who you are because you're bringing them what they need. It can be in business. It can be in ministry. It can just be in life. You're bringing them what they need. Sometimes the people that you're assigned to don't even know what they need, but they know what they want. I'm thirsty. I want some water. And I've been drinking Coke, and I've been drinking coffee, and I've been drinking tea, and I've been drinking this, and I've been drinking that, trying to fill this thirst because nobody had water. As a matter of fact, I wanted water with some purple in it. I wanted water with some green in it. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. I got you. Here you go. There your green water. There your purple water. There your orange water. What else do you need? Because anything that has to do with water, I got you. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? What I realized is that talking about purpose, so many people think they know what their purpose is. So many people think they're living purpose. But when I ask them, are you frustrated? Well, yeah, I am, but that's just life. No, it's not. If you're graced to do something, there's no frustration. Listen, not saying it's easy, not saying that you'll never have hiccups, not saying that you won't go through things, not saying that something's going to fall and you fall down and make a mistake or make a bad decision. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and try it again. You don't get to the point where you want to throw in the towel. You don't get to the point where you want to give up. One of the things that I always said about myself is that even in my lowest point, I knew I would never give up on God. Even though I felt far from him. You know that song, take me back, dear Lord. And they say in there, I feel that I'm so far from you, Lord. But I hear you calling me. Listen, those memories that I once knew. Yeah. So I felt distant from him. I felt like he had turned his back on me, that he wasn't there. But I always told myself, no matter where you gonna go, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? So his people was hurting me. His people were mishandling me. His people took their hands and they harmed me. But I knew I would never give up on God because in God's hands, there's security. In God's hands, there's love and acceptance. And so I couldn't give up on God because God wasn't the one hurting me. God wasn't the one destroying me. God wasn't the one making me feel less than. As a matter of fact, what God was saying to me in this ear was, you are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil. What may seem impossible to man is possible to God. That's what God was telling me. They were saying, girl, go somewhere and sit down. Stop trying to preach. Stop trying to do this. Stop trying to start a church. Stop. Don't try to do that business no more. Go get you a real job. Go do this. They were the ones saying that. God wasn't saying that. So I knew I would never give up on God. I would never give up on him. And at the end of the day, he never gave up on me. And he will never give up on me. So you put you in there. You put your name in there. And you start to seek him. And you start repent for this I already know attitude that you got. And say, okay, what if I don't know? What if the reason why I'm listening to Linda and I pop in every day a little bit and I listen to 3, 4, 5, whatever, the whole segment. What if the reason why I keep popping up is because I need to hear what she's saying? Because don't think you just came in here because you know me, because you like me, or you think I'm saying something good. You're here because God directed you here. Because you could have kept scrolling by, right? You didn't have to stop. You didn't have to listen, even if it's for 2.2 seconds. You didn't have to do that. You could have kept on going by. But the reason that you're here, the reason that you're listening, the reason that you keep coming back and listening for the 100 days, we on day number 95, and some of you have been here every single day. Some of you are listening to the replays. Some of you are hitting me up after the fact in my inbox. So I know that you're hearing me, but you keep telling me your excuses on why you can't change. You keep telling me that you already know your purpose. You keep telling me that you just need a little bit more. But see, that's how I know that I gotta keep sounding the alarm. I gotta keep blowing the trumpet in Zion. I gotta keep doing what I'm doing because there's people out there that have deceived them own self. Oh, foolish Galatians. You started in the spirit and you have perfected it and tried to finish it in the flesh, and it ain't working because you weren't graced for that. You weren't graced for that. So here's the deal. I told you guys a little bit before that I'm preparing to do a launch, and this launch is called Thrive and Prosper. And I feel the urgency to do it now in this season when people are feeling hopeless. They need to know that this too shall pass. And when it passes, you got to have a plan. When it passes, you got to already be working that plan. Let me say it right. You got to already be working that plan. You got to already be living the life that you want to live. You got to be on the road already. Because if you wait till everybody else gets their mind back, you're going to miss out. So I want you to thrive and prosper. And thrive and prosper is looking at the whole life. It's looking at the whole being. It's looking at all of you, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, sexually. Yep, she said it. All of it. All of it. We're dealing with your emotions. We're dealing with your mindset. We're dealing with your heart, because some of us need to heal our heart. We can't know our purpose until our heart heals. And I remember when God took me through a process of, he told me, he said, Linda, your weight is tied to the burden you carry in your heart. I didn't understand it until he started doing the heart work. And as my heart healed, as my mindset changed, as my outlook changed, I was able to make decisions in my life to change the very thing that I desired to change, which was my weight. Everything else, when I started to work with my heart, when I started to work on my mind, everything else in my life, my emotions, my finances, my weight, my physicality, all of that began to change. The confidence that I had, not in myself, but the confidence that I have in the creator that made me and has plans for me. We always say that. We always quote that scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have, because saith the Lord. We say that, but do we believe that? So coming soon, there is going to be a time that you will be able to join me. You'll be able to join me in Thrive and Prosper. I'm getting some wonderful people to come in. It's not just going to be me coaching you. There's going to be some other people. I've talked to financial people. I've talked to health people, health and fitness people. I've talked to um, God, people that can help with careers and if you don't have a job, they're going to give you some pointers on what you need to do, how to interview. So I'm dealing with the whole being, the whole being, give you confidence in everything. Everything. I'm reaching out to people, helping you to make better decisions, helping you to work on your mindset, helping you to work on your heart set, helping you to work on your spiritual man. Because if you don't understand, your spirit is tied to everything. And if your spirit is out of whack, you are out of whack. You can't have one area be good and think every other area is good. You gotta have every cup filled and overflowing. And that's what we're going to do in this Thrive and Prosper. It's going to be 31 days, starting May the 1st. 31 days. We're going to be coming here, and those that get involved, yes, it's going to cost you something. Because David said, I won't give God anything that didn't cost me nothing. So it's going to cost. It's not going to be expensive, though. I can tell you that right now. It is going to be very, very, very affordable. But you'll get an opportunity to come in and coach and get the information that you need. Because I definitely, out of this pandemic that we're in, out of this episode that we're in, I want people to come out better than they walked into this. You know what would give me so much joy? If somebody that lost their job because of COVID-19 can tell them when all of this goes away, can tell that job, you know what, thank you for offering me my job back, but I'm good. Because while y'all was over there fretting over how y'all was going to pay me, I got paid, and me and my family is good. And you can't afford me no more. I can't work for minimum wage no more. I can't work for $15, $16, $20, $25, $35, whatever it was. I can't work for that anymore because I can do that and more. I got my credit cleaned up. I got some money in the bank. I couldn't get a car. Now I got a car. I couldn't get a place to live. Now I'm living good. I couldn't buy food for my kids when I walked into COVID-19. But now me and my kids is eating, and I can go grocery shopping every 2 weeks if I want to. That's what I'm trying to get us to see. That's where I'm trying to get us to go. I want us to thrive and prosper. I want us to thrive and prosper. You don't have to be in this situation. You don't have to be even in the same situation you were in. Well, my situation was good, but okay. But can it get better? Can it get better? Is there more for you? You might be telling yourself that was as good as it gets, but I'm here to tell you that was just the icing on the cake. You haven't even chopped down into the cake yet. You was nipping on the icing. It's time for you to sit at the table and say, feed me, Seymour. And Seymour gonna bring you a steak dinner, a 5-course meal. You're not gonna be begging for soup, hoping that there's enough that because the soup is the best you ever tasted because you're so hungry. Y'all know how we do. We get so hungry, everything tastes good. What's this? It's good. And then you have it the next day. You're like, what was I thinking? This ain't good. Because you're not hungry. When you hungry, when you devastated, and you think that's all you got, you imagine that stuff tastes good. You imagine it's a you sitting at the king's table. All I want you to think about, and I'm closing. All I want you to think about, am I really living to my capacity? And be honest. Be honest. Because see, I'm working on how to present this. I keep letting you guys know that it's coming, but I'm really working on how to present this because I want to I want the right people to get in here. It ain't for everybody. I get it. It's not for everybody. Everybody can't come. Now, everybody can come to church. Everybody need Jesus, but everybody don't ain't gonna want to go through this process. Everybody's not gonna want to go through this challenge. Everyone is not going to be willing to do the work that it's going to take. And I recognize that. So I'm praying and I'm asking God to show me who are the people that's supposed to be in this. And I can tell you that if I'm just talking about it and I'm not really saying much, but if I'm just talking about it and talking about the potential of the benefits that you can get coming out of this, and you're like, you know what, Linda, I think I might need to do that. I know we're in uncertain times, but I think I might need to do that. I want you to hit me up. Say, look, Linda, I know you haven't presented it, but sign me up. Because if I get people that sign up before, there's going to be something special I'm going to do for those people. And then when I launch it, we're going to celebrate those that are already in the program. And y'all know, last year I gave $100 to somebody. I don't know what God is going to have me do. Hey, Sheila, I don't know what God's going to have me do this year. But I do know this. If what I've said has resonated with you, if you feel, you know what, this is the time for me to take control, not take control from God, but take control. Well, Linda, what do you mean? Because it sounds like you said, no, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to let people on the outskirts dictate to me what God's already told me I am. I'm not going to let people talk me out of, and that, I guess that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that are not willing to be talked out of their promised land. When Moses told sent in the 12 or the 12 spies, 10 of them came back and they talked the Israelites out of their promise. You got to see what happened there. 2 came back and said, we can do it. All of what they said is true, but we can do it. I'm Joshua. I'm Caleb right now. And I'm telling you, God has given you a promised land. He gave it to you even before you were born. He graced you for this. And he said that you can be all that you can be and you can do all that you can do. Whether you're a Christian or not, God put it on the inside of you. And he is rooting for you to be all that he said that you can be. He's graced you for it. And now here is the opportunity. Say, well, over there with the oranges and the apples. I'm that chick. Or I've been over there dealing with the watermelon. But yeah, you're right. When I was doing this right here, when I was doing that, I was able to accomplish more. I was able to do more. People weren't patting me on the back. People weren't recognizing me, but I was celebrated in my thing, and I felt good about that thing. So I need to get back to that. Or maybe I've never been in a place where I was celebrated. I've never been in a place where people recognize what the gifts that are on the inside of me. I don't even know what that would feel like, but I want to. That's what Thrive and Prosper is about. Starting May 1st for 31 days. And I'm praying because I got 5 more days before I present it the way that it's going to be presented. So I'm praying and I'm seeking God and asking God to show me how to say it, how to write it, how to write the ads and all of that, because it's not just going to be here on my timeline. I'm going to put up ads. I'm going to do the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to do this as big as God has shown me. I'm allowing him to, I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out. I told y'all I was going to example. I was going to be the example of what it looks like to be unsure about something, to be scared to death to do something, but do it anyway. I'm going to show you that even if I fall down, even if I fail, even all of that, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep it go moving. Why? Because I'm graced for this. And God has shown me from the time that I told him yes and gave him my real yes and said, okay, God, you show me and I'm going to do it. I may not understand it. I may not fully comprehend everything and I may not know how to do it. But if you tell me to do it, I'm going to be your girl. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be obedient. I ask you to forgive me for the times that I wasn't obedient. Forgive me for the times that I drug my feet. Forgive me for the times I flat out refused. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me for my arrogance and thinking that I knew what I knew when I didn't know nothing at all. Forgive me for spitting in your face and telling you that you were a lie. Oh, but I would never do that. But you are doing that if you're not living purpose. You are doing that if you are not using the gift that God has given you to do what he put the gift in you to do. And the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. The blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. So it's not about the money. It's not about the wealth. But it is about everything you get to experience in ways that you never thought you could. Will you get some money in the bank? Uh-huh. Ask me how I know. Oh, my little sister's on. Y'all say hey to Shelly. Y'all say hey to my sister. That's my blood sister, y'all. Y'all better be nice to her. Ask me how I know. I did the hard work. I worked on my mindset. And y'all saw, y'all see, I was 300 and some pounds. I'm 160 now. And all it took was for me to get my mind right, get my heart right, make some true decisions about me. Some decisions that benefited me. some decisions that benefited my family, some decisions that benefited those that I come in contact with. I went from living paycheck to barely living to paycheck to having more than enough with my bills paid. I went from being broke to being okay. And I'm not staying at okay. I want to get to, I'm real good. So we're going through this thrive and prosper thing together. That's why I'm bringing in other people, because I'm like, you know what? There are people that I look up to. There are people that are ahead of me in the game. I might be 10 steps ahead of you, but there are people 10 steps ahead of me. And I'm asking them if they will come in and pour into you. I'm asking if would they come in and speak into your life. People that are dealing with their money, they went from being broke and on welfare to $1 million in the bank, driving a Maserati. So we need to know what you do. What you do, right? And guess what she gonna tell you? I got my mind right. I got my spirit right. I got my heart healed. I started making better decisions. I stopped being scared to move. I stopped being scared to do. I got someone that's going to come in and talk about fitness and how to eat what's right for your body so you can feel good every day of your life, feel energized every day of your life. Teach you how to sleep well at night. Teach you how to do, what are you doing that's causing you to gain the weight? What are you not doing? So we're dealing with health. We're dealing with mindset, we're dealing with heart, we're dealing with the spirit, man. We're every area of your life, every area of your life, because they all got to come up so you can thrive and prosper. Because the way the word says it, he says it like this: I would that you would be in good health and prosper, even as your soul prospers. So we got to deal with the whole, we got to deal with the whole being, whole life, whole life, whole life. Whole life. Somebody needs to say that. Whole life. Some of you need to work on your credit in this season. Not wait. Right now, we're absolutely walking in a period of grace. People are so willing to extend grace, willing to give the benefit of the doubt. They would in this season, people are willing to do what they never thought they would ever do because they never thought they would. Right? But if that's the mindset of the people, guess what? That's the same mindset that businesses have, because they're trying to stay into business. So if I can forgive some debts, if I can do this, if I can do that, then yeah, I'm losing money, but it's going to help me in the end because I can write off that bad debt. You need to take advantage of it. But see, people are not out there talking about that. And people are trying to hoard what little they got. But then when you walk out, all you got is that little that you had. Because I guarantee you, there were individuals in the Great Depression that had 7 cents to their name, and they invested 4 cents. And they came out after the Depression, when the people were killing themselves and people were doing all that stuff. They came out better than they came in. And that's my goal. I want you to come out better than you did going in. You might have been busted, broken, disgusted when you went into COVID-19. But how you gonna look when you come out? What your life gonna look like when it comes out? Is it gonna be more of the same? Or is it gonna be even more devastation because you let everything go? Or are you gonna be like, yep, it got bad, But you know what? I'm still here. I got a little bit of money in the bank. I got a better credit score. I got this. I got that. I got this. My marriage is good. My family is good. My children is good. We taken care of. I got some strategy. I got on a budget. I started that business. I wrote that book. Whatever it is, whatever your purpose is, you did that thing and you made it work and you did what you had to do in this season of seclusion, in this season of being sequestered and being limited. You took that time and you focused it, laser focused it on making you better, making you better, making you better. And when you walked out, you're going to sing that song. I'm going to see a victory, for the battle belongs to the Lord. And everybody else is like, oh God, what am I going to do now? How am I going to get my life back together? You were like, you know what? I don't got to get my life back together. My life was already back together in the midst of it. Because yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And I'm not going to let that poverty mentality, that scarcity mentality, that I don't know what's going to happen, I'm unsure. Yeah, everything you saying sound good, but I can't do that. I'm not going to let that hinder me. I'm not going to let that block me. I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to be wise. I'm going to do the right things. And I'm going to experience the good. I'm going to eat the good of the land. I'm going to get me that center cut. Y'all know the best meat is in the center. I'm going to get that center cut. That steak that comes from the center. That artichoke heart. I'm going to get that. That's the good stuff. I'm going to experience it in this life because I was graced for this. Listen, I am Coach Linda to some, Pastor Linda to others, but Linda to all. I love you guys. Thank you for watching me. If you are intrigued and you want to sign up before I actually do the official launch, let me know. Let me know. Inbox me and say, hey, look, I'm in. And I will send you the invoice. Because like I said, it's not going to be a whole lot of money. I'm not trying to get rich off of nobody here. Because believe me, all the people on Facebook don't have enough money for me. Okay? Well, maybe they got if all the people, but yeah, the people that this program is for, this ain't a get rich. This ain't me trying to get rich off of you. This is me trying to help you while I help myself. Can I just be real, be honest? Because Linda ain't, my life is good. But like I said, I wanted to get it to there. I want to be able to say my life is excellent. The ups, the downs, the ins and outs, don't pay it no, never mind. Because it's good. It's excellent up in here. I spread my wings and I can fly. Bring on the storm. The eagle flies into the storm. He flies into the storm and he goes up and up, up and up. And he keeps soaring up until he gets above the storm. That's thriving and that's prospering. So you be blessed, you be encouraged, and know that I'm praying for you. Know that I am here to serve you. Because at the end of the day, I have to serve the people that God has assigned to me. And I understand not everybody watching is assigned to me, but you know who you are. You know if you're supposed to be in this program. Those of you that heard it, those of you that are watching the replay, if I said something that resonated with you, like and share this video. And on day 100, I'm going to officially launch. And we start May the 1st, May the 1st through the 31st, every single day. Well, the world might go back to the way, yeah, it might. but we still gonna be doing our program, and we gonna have a hands up. When everybody else is looking for a handout, we gonna have a hands up. Saying woo 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 woo. Yeah, we gonna have our hands up. So you be blessed, you be encouraged. Until next time, in all that you do, remember, go with God, because He's got you.